you know, I put, I used the pen, and after the activities concluded, I removed the pen, and guess what didn't come out?
The cap of the pen.
Right.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am pretty good. How are you?
I am a gecko on the computer.
Yes, that is true.
What's going on with your life?
You know, not too much. I didn't really do that much today. Just chilled at home.
Adam, it says here that you have a pen cap stuck in your ass.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I was kind of waiting for you to bring that up. I didn't really want to.
Okay. Why don't you tell me about this?
Yeah, so, Friday night, having some me time, and I had this pen. And, this isn't the first time that I have done something like this, but, I used the pen, and after the activities concluded, I removed the pen, and guess what didn't come out?
The cap of the pen.
Right.
Okay, so you were, this was a sexual pleasure thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you shoved a pen up your ass in pursuit of sexual stimulation, and the cap is now lodged in there.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. And how recently did this take place?
This past Friday night.
This past Friday night. Okay. And is the pen cap still in there?
It is still in there.
Okay. And it is currently Wednesday, so it has been about Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's been about 5 days that this pen cap has been in your ass.
Yeah, you're really driving the point home.
Okay. And am I the first person who you came to about this?
Yep, that is correct.
Have you considered other people who might be better equipped to help you with the situation? Perhaps, just throwing it out there, a medical professional.
Of course I have. But I called because I wanted to, obviously that's the first thing someone would say, but I have my defenses. First of all, it's extremely embarrassing. That's obvious. And second of all, I'm not in any serious pain or discomfort. So, why would I spend all that money going to the doctor or the emergency room or whatever if it's not a serious issue to my health? Or if it's not an immediate serious issue. Like, I'm not in any pain right now. So.
Okay, so you're just going to wait. No. You're just going to wait until it becomes a problem.
Kinda. Or until I get the courage to finally go.
Do you do this with other things in your life? Like, do you always wait until a situation is a critical emergency until you handle it?
I do have a problem with avoiding things, yes.
Okay. And your problem with avoiding things, has it ever in the past made any problems significantly worse for you?
It has.
Tell me about a time where it has.
Okay, so I kept procrastinating renewing my tags on my car. So yeah. I had gotten 2 tickets, and I just paid the fines. It was whatever. And after I paid the fines, I finally did it. I finally went to get my tags renewed. But but because it was a year overdue, past a year overdue, I had to end up getting a new plate, and it was way more money than just renewing the tags. So I guess that's
really
an example.
funny to hear you tell this story while you currently have a pen cap stuck in your ass.
Yeah.
Adam, I think if there were ever going to be a straw that broke a camel's back situation where you finally decided you're not going to procrastinate anymore and you began your journey toward facing your issues head on, it would absolutely be this one.
I cannot argue with that.
So why don't you go head over to the doctor, tell him that you had a pen cap stuck in your ass, that you have a pen cap stuck in your ass, and live in the shame, realize it's not that bad, and that you should have gone on Saturday. And then next time you're embarrassed or you're procrastinating on something, you'll think back to this and you'll go, man, you know, I went to the doctor and I told him about the pen that I had in my ass, and lo and behold, he reached in there, he got the pen out, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't nearly as bad as I had been spending all of this time in my head building it up to be. Maybe this situation is just like that time I had that pen cap stuck in my ass, and I should just handle it head on because it's not as big of a deal as I'm making it out to be. This is your opportunity to learn that lesson.
You know, you're kind of right. I really do need to. Well, okay, I definitely have learned my lesson. It's caused me enough stress.
Adam.
Okay. Yes.
Adam, go get that pen cap out of your ass.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
Thank you for calling, Adam. Anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Yes, I know you don't like when callers read chat, but someone asked how I poop. I poop fine. Like, it still comes out. I just wanted to clarify for anyone wondering.
Adam.
Yes?
Adam, go to the doctor.
Okay.
Okay, bye, Adam.
Bye.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Lyle.
Molly, what's going on with you, man?
Not much. I have a weird thing that's been going on the last few months that I was looking for some insight or advice on. What did the screener put down?
Let's read it. Molly, it says here that you have. Okay, I'm gonna read this whole thing.
Okay.
It says that you have a nightmare disorder, and you have been having vivid sex dreams that make you feel like you're cheating on your boyfriend, and the sex dreams are of characters that you have created in writing an erotic novel, and you're afraid that you're falling in love with the characters from your dreams. And apparently that's causing you to feel as though you are essentially cheating on your boyfriend with characters that you have created.
So that's mostly true. It started off with right around the same time I started writing this erotic novel last year. Do you know what a fandom is? Or I'm sorry, not fandom, a fan fiction.
Yeah, I know what a fanfic. In middle school, kids in my grade were obsessed with writing One Direction fan fiction, and people would like write me into it and stuff. It was weird, but no, I am familiar with fan fiction.
So, okay. So I wrote a fan fiction last year, and obviously it included a embarrassing to say because I'm 28, an influencer. And right around that time, I started taking medication for nightmares that I've been suffering my entire life, like every single night, vivid, gruesome. I don't even want to say it on the phone because it's like fucked up what my dreams would come up with. So while I was writing this, I got put on the medication and I started having these dreams about this influencer. But they weren't just sex dreams. I was falling in love with this influencer. And eventually, as I guess, I had as many dreams as I could about him, it transgressed into the kid that sat behind me in Spanish class one night, to my neighbor, to my my boyfriend's brother, anyone that could come up with. And they weren't just vivid sex dreams. I fell in love with these people in these dreams. And still, I don't know why I'm saying it in past tense. And I wake up every morning and look at my partner of 9 years, knowing I just had the most magical dream about Cole Hirsch. It's a lot.
You have dreams where you fall in love with Cole Hirsch?
Well, actually, the sad part about that is I love him a lot. And he was the only dream that we went on a date and neither one of us had a good time. And I don't know why it was him specifically, but neither one of us really enjoyed ourselves. We kind of were like looking at our watch. We were like at a hot dog stand waiting to go to Andrew's stand-up show. But why I didn't love Cole Hirsch in that dream, but my neighbor from when I was a kid growing up, that wasn't fun. But people like Cole Hirsch, I guess, is a better example.
Well, anyway, okay, so you're having these dreams about miscellaneous. It's not just people from the internet. It's your brother's boyfriend, like just random people, like fictional characters, just all these people. How long?
Right.
How long has this been going on for? That you've been having these vivid love dreams about all these different entities? I guess you could say.
I started writing my novel and I started being put on the medication probably in November. And I have vivid dreams every night, and I have these love dreams like 5 nights out of a week.
Okay, so they've been since November. So it's been like, oh God, don't make me do math right now. Like, it's been several months that you've been having these dreams. It's not been like your entire life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like 9 months. I've been having nightmares my whole life, but the love dreams like 9 months.
And have the love dreams replaced the nightmares, or some nights it's a nightmare, some nights it's a love dream?
Well, that's the thing, is why I am scared to get off this medication is the medication has stopped the nightmares. I don't have nightmares anymore, but instead they're replaced by these love dreams. So I'm scared that if I get off of it, I'm going to go back into, watching my family get tortured and these horrible things, and it's like a toss-up. I'm like, I don't know which is better, because I'm sleeping great, but
Well, to start here, I assume you have a psychiatrist that is the person that prescribed you this medicine.
Yes.
Okay. Have you been to the psychiatrist and told them, hey, nightmare medicine working out great, but it's giving me these other dreams that I don't want to have, and now I don't know what to do? Have you told them that?
So I haven't, because a lot of psychiatrists are kind of like quacks. They don't really care, especially mental health psychiatrists. They don't really care just putting you on something, and then whatever happens, happens. I more so have talked to my therapist about this, and he was the first person I opened up to about my fan fiction. And he told me that he also wrote fan fiction about Dean from Supernatural, I guess, when he was younger. So I felt comfortable talking to him about it, but unfortunately he's my therapist, not my psychiatrist. And with nightmare medications, it's a specific medication that works for blood pressure, but also works for people with PTSD that have nightmares. It's one of those things where it's not specifically for nightmares. It's somehow in case studies, it's also helped this. So I've been apprehensive. He's just this old dude. Yeah.
So when you tell your therapist that you're having this problem, what does your therapist say? If you don't tell your psychiatrist?
I guess I haven't talked to him recently about it. I can play it out in my head, and I know what he's going to say, that, it's better than the horrible nightmares where you wake up crying and covered in sweat. So what's the harm? But I don't know. I don't know if it's affecting my sex life with my partner, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, all right. So the first thing I'm going to tell you, and this is what I always say, is look, I know why you maybe don't have a trust for your psychiatrist or your therapist, but if you're having this issue, with a medication that they're prescribing you, my Gecko guy on the computer recommendation is to tell them about it. But let's see. Okay. But okay. So you should do that. That's the first thing I'll say. But let's say you do that, and then let's say your therapist says, well, the love dreams are better than the torture dreams. Okay, let's get into that. Why? Tell me about the conflicting feelings surrounding the love dreams. Why are they such a big problem for you?
I mean, they're a big problem. I've been dating my partner for 9 years, so obviously I'm madly in love with him. But after 9 years, it's not the butterflies. It's not where, having sex every single night. We can't keep our eyes off of each other. But I love him. It's like that stagnant, I love you, not these giant sparks or whatever.
Of course.
And I've heard that this is kind of a thing with specifically women that write romance novels or erotic novels. It can actually be kind of detrimental to their love life, because they create this ideal man in their brain, and then no other man lives up to it because they're literally creating them on paper.
Tell me more about that.
Yes. So it's become a problem because my partner Will couldn't live up to this character I created. And the thing about fan fiction is you take this person and the things you like about them, and then you add all these other things that you don't even know about them. I didn't know Cole Hirsch likes hot dogs, you create these things in your writing or in your dreams, whatever. So it would turn into, it was so weird, dude, because I had these dreams of people that I was never attracted to. I'm not attracted to. And I would still, in my dream, I would wake up, or in my dream, I'd be so in love with them, and I would wake up and have that feeling. And, what I was saying is women can't wake up with boners, obviously, but it's the equivalent of that you're just wanting sex, but it's a weird feeling because it's, I don't know how to describe it.
And so is it creating a problem for you because you feel like it is making you to devalue your, did you say he's your husband or boyfriend or?
We've been together 9 years. He's basically my husband without the ring. So whatever you want.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's do significant other. Actually, let's do partner.
Perfect.
That's a good catch-all.
Perfect.
All right. So your partner, do you feel like it's making you value your partner less?
I don't know, dude. It depends on the nights. The nights where the dreams are so romantic, so beautiful. Sometimes it'll be the littlest thing he'll slip up on, oh, you didn't walk the dog before I got home from work. Great. And it'll be an extra oomph because I just had the dream the night before that were so romantic. But if, we have sex that day, it's a little different. I don't know if I'm still very attracted to him. And I feel like it makes it better that a lot of these dreams now, because my brain has literally run out of catalogs of how many influencers, celebrities, men in my life to have sex dreams about, that most of them I don't find attractive in real life. So, and I'm kind of used to it by now also. So I don't know.
Is this something that you have talked to your partner about?
I mean, he's in the other room listening to the stream. Hi, Will, if you're listening.
Okay, is this something that your partner is finding out about right this very moment?
he just laughed from the other room. Yeah, basically. He knew I wrote the erotic novel, and he knew the influencer was about, but yeah, he did not know any of this, really.
Okay. Should we get him on the phone? Would that be helpful?
I will. He can be kind of awkward on the phone, but sure, I will. Hear us on speakerphone, Lyle?
Hi.
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
My name is Will. How are you doing?
How are you doing, Will?
I'm doing all right. We're a very unexpected change of events tonight, I guess. But
so you are just sort of now hearing all of these issues and about all these dreams that your partner is having.
Yeah, I think there was maybe a small thing she mentioned, but I guess the scope of it, yeah, was probably not revealed until, yeah.
Okay, and how are you feeling in this moment? What do you make of all of this?
You know, I feel a little bit weird, but I don't feel like I can be mad at someone for their subconscious. You know what I mean? It's like,
of course.
I know everyone has weird. I guess it's like I don't have as many vivid dreams, but I don't. She's told me she's had a lot of messed up dreams, and I've never held that against her because like I feel like you can't hold someone's subconscious against them, right? Because it's not something they can control. That's kind of where
of course not. Yeah.
I guess I'm looking at it from.
Interesting. I mean, what I already told Molly that she should go to get better help from her actual psychiatrist and therapist, but I mean, you hearing all of this and you knowing her as a person very intimately, do you have any kind of perspective on this issue or things that you think would be helpful for her to do in dealing with these feelings, especially since a lot of these feelings are about your guys' relationship?
That's a good question, and honestly, this is a very kind of abstract issue that I don't even know how to really approach it. To be honest, I mean, I guess just being open about it, right? Because I mean, I think maybe part of it is her feeling like she's holding this in, and that maybe that's creating the dreams more vividly. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like if you're suppressing something, maybe that's making it more intense. I don't know. So honestly, I'm not sure. Besides being open about it, honestly.
Yeah, man, I think being open about it is definitely helps. Because another thing is, and again, this is why I wonder what her actual psychology team people would think. But like, is there a desire that she has? Because she said all that she said. She loves you. She said she's attracted to you very, very much. But is there like a desire that she has that is not being fulfilled, not because of anyone's ignorance or because of anyone's malice, but because we don't know what it is, because we haven't figured it out, because you guys haven't maybe talked about it enough. And maybe if you guys maybe if you were as you were saying, very open with each other, got down to the bottom of, well, what is my subconscious trying to hint at here, you could find a good solution. I don't know what the solution is, but maybe that's a way that you could try to find it.
No, that makes sense. Maybe there is some bigger issue that needs to be addressed here. I don't know. Yeah.
What do you think, Molly?
I mean, I think you're onto something. We're a little vanilla in the bedroom, so it wouldn't hurt to maybe explore that. Like I said, when you've been together 9 years, it's a static level. And the erotica I wrote, there's a reason why I've only let 2 people in my life read it, because it is pretty raunchy and nasty. So, and Will's read it. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if maybe we, I don't know, tried some stuff in there. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. All right. So I mean, here, while we're here, what are we thinking? Are we thinking, some role play situation, introducing new elements? Like what, maybe you could brainstorm different ways to spice the. You don't have to do it on this call right now if you don't want to. But
Right.
But maybe
I
you
was
think
about
of
to
different.
say, okay. Yeah.
Maybe you could think of ways to spice things. I don't know if you want Will to role play as Cole Hirsch, put on glasses and a mustache.
I mean, he kind of, while, to be honest, he has a Cole Hirsch vibe. If Cole had a beard and was 6'3", but everything else, he's very Cole Hirsch. Does he have a beard?
I thought he did.
Does he have a big full beard? You've seen him recently in DC, right?
He's got a stubble.
He's just got a mustache. I think I don't know, but
Okay.
but anyway,
maybe
I
he
think
could shave his
think
beard.
if anything, if we could, I feel like a takeaway from talking about all of this is that maybe there is some unfulfilled desire within you, and it's really actually kind of beautiful to hear you the way that you guys are so cool and open with each other, that you both seem like you are very on board to figuring out what that desire is. And I think that if you both maintain that desire to get to the bottom of the issue, then you'll get there. So do that, talk with each other. And also, I know you think your psychiatrist is a quack, and I don't know, maybe he is, but you know, they're the one giving you the drugs, so you should tell them what's going on.
Right. You're right. Maybe I need my milligrams adjusted, and I'll talk to. I have an appointment with my therapist and my psychiatrist actually this week, so I'll talk to them.
You know what? You should see a sex therapist. There's like therapists that specifically.
Oh.
There are therapists that specifically
smart.
do this kind of shit.
That's because we saw a couples therapist at the beginning of quarantine. We moved in together after being together for 7 years, and we saw a couples therapist just on and off. But that would be interesting. I didn't even think of that avenue. What do you think, Will?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, thank you, Lyle. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. What if they tell you the answer is to do Cole Hirsch roleplay? Then you'd have to do
I was
it.
about to say it's Cole. I live in Chicago. He lived here.
He's the centerpiece of all this.
Yeah, I think he's the epicenter of it all when it gets to the crux of it. But I do promise you, he is not what the erotic novel was about. But now I'm thinking I should maybe write a short story about him. I don't know.
Well, I promise not to tell him that you had this dream.
He won't hear this, hopefully. Right?
Yeah, hopefully he won't hear this.
Is there anything you guys want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
I had this pre-planned out, and it's awful that the conversation took up so much about Cole Hirsch, because I have to ask, is he as adorable in person as I think he is?
He is a total cutie patootie.
Oh,
sorry to say.
Oh, no.
I knew it. Oh, God damn it, Lyle. Thank you so much.
Hate
love
to
you
say
and
it, but
your stream.
he's an adorable little man.
I knew he would be.
No.
Will, you got competition. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
so
Well,
much,
anyway,
Lyle.
Molly, Will, good
I
luck
love
to you
you.
guys, and thank you for calling.
Thank you so much.
Take care,
All right.
guys.
Bye.
She brought up a very interesting dilemma, which is like she had this desire. You know, she's in a 9-year relationship, clearly very in love with her partner, very attracted to her partner. Clearly, you can tell by the way that they interact with. At least I got to read by the way that they interacted with each other that they were very much on the same team with one another, and I got the sense that it was a good relationship. But she was craving, and I don't know if this is the medication fucking with hormones. This is where a psychiatrist that knows shit about the brain could give an actual opinion about this, and that's why I say that she should go to that person. But maybe the fucking medicine is causing something in her brain that's being like, well, no, I miss the butterflies of young love and of you know, whatever, sexual tension and shit, and you know, of these things that you don't get when you are in a very loving old relationship, maybe. And yeah, I guess at the end of the day with them, the fact that they were so willing to come together to work out the issue. It felt like it's a good sign to me. And I hope that she does go to that, all these whatever therapist people, and I hope she finds a good answer for her to, continue to be satisfied in this relationship, because it sounds like they have a nice thing going. And shout out to Will, too. He's kind of a champion for being super cool, hearing all that stuff. I mean, that takes a lot. So, yeah, shout out to both of them for calling. Hello?
Hi.
Is this Kristen?
Is this the Geck?
It is. How's it going, Kristen?
It is going a little tumultuously, but we're making it work.
Tumultuously. That's a great word. I got to start using that more often. There are many, many great applications for that word. Why is it going tumultuously?
There are. I would say a lot of things are up in the air. I just turned 27, and I've had this fear of 27 for a very long time. And I feel like things are about to change very drastically. And I don't know if I'm ready.
In what way are they going to change very drastically?
Living situation is the big one. Ending a relationship that is long overdue.
Okay. Do you want me to say what you told the call screener?
If it makes sense, or I can do it.
Yeah, it says here that you are in 3 relationships currently, one of which does not know about the others.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and that's the one that needs to end.
That's the one that needs to end? Okay. So how long have you been in all 3 of these relationships for?
I would say a little under a year. But I guess I should preface with, I feel personally, and I know that it's not a widely accepted thing, but I am polyamorous, and I guess that's just my truth.
You sound very polyamorous.
As far as I can express it at this point in my life. Well, I have never been in a relationship that I have not emotionally or physically strayed from. And I guess it took me a while to come to terms with why I was doing that. And I don't know if I'm just an absolute attention whore and I just feel the need to have all these different outlets or inlets.
Interesting. Okay. So listen. So I let's touch on that real quick. Cause yeah, man, okay. I think people should be able to do whatever they want, have as many boyfriends, girlfriends as they want, whatever. Obviously, as long as ideally everybody is on the same page of the agreement that they are signed up for.
Right.
But you said to yourself just now, you feel like you're doing this because you need or want all of the attention that it gives you. Is that correct?
It's a question that I have, and there's probably a good amount of validity to it. But I also just love people, and I feel like there's a lot of amazing people in the world, and I want to show love where I feel it's deserved or where it feels right. And it comes off as slutty or, whatever you want to call it.
Well, we're not talking.
People.
We're not talking about if something is slutty or trying to label anything right now. I'm just trying to get to like what your feelings are about yourself and the way you're living your life. Why do you feel like you need so much attention?
I think it's because when I was younger, I always felt left out. And maybe this is my way of making up for it.
Okay. Now, why have you not told the one person that you're in a relationship with that you are seeing other people?
So when I met him, I was very open about my past and about how I feel about relationships and how an open relationship would be my ideal situation. And that's kind of like the only thing I really wanted. And then COVID hit, and all of a sudden I was living with him when I had only known him for like 6 months. And that conversation kind of just got swept under the rug. And when I brought it up, like more recently, it's kind of dismissed as, oh, well, you just want to go and fuck other people, and makes me feel very shitty about how I feel. And I have a lot of love for this person, and that's why I guess I'm still in this relationship, is because it's been...
Kristen, how long have you been dating this person with him not knowing that you are dating other people as well?
2 years, 2.5 years.
You've been dating him for 2.5 years, and the entire time you've been dating other people?
I've slept with a few people. I call it dating. Emotionally entertained other people. But I guess within the past year, it's become more serious with 2 of them.
And this one guy has no idea that any of this is happening.
I think maybe deep down he does know, but maybe he wants to pretend, or it's easier to just ignore.
Do you really love this guy?
I love him as a person, and I feel very connected to him, and the way we met was very... it just felt like I knew him for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And you just get kind of swept up in these things.
Yeah.
Forget.
Kristen,
like, it's so easy to put all your energy into one person.
Kristen, you need to leave this guy alone. Because you're fucking with him.
Yeah.
You've been fucking with him for 2 years. This guy.
Yeah.
And it's not cool. This is not fair to this guy. You've been fucking with him. And, like, here's the thing, man, is you sound like you have all these complicated feelings and emotions of how you, want to live your life, how you want to move forward, how you want to have relationships with other people. And before you start involving other people in your own... fuckery of figuring out. We all have fuckery going on in our brains of how we want to live our lives and have relationships with other people. And that's totally cool. And it just becomes not cool when you start involving other people into your fuckery. So, it's okay for you to have this journey and to not know what you want. and how you want to live your life, but don't wrap other people up into it, and don't do that for 2 years. So leave this guy alone. Let him go and live his life, and not live this lie for 2 years. It's okay for you to be struggling with what you want and what you need, but you can't do it at the behest of others.
Yeah. I have tried, actually, and he makes it very difficult, and that's no excuse.
It's totally not. You're in control here, Kristen. You can go talk to him right now and clear this up. And I'm a gecko on the internet. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. And I'm no moral authority. I never want to be a moral authority or tell people what is right and what is wrong. But you have to you can't be fucking with this guy for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's very not cool. Kristen, listen, you sound like you need to go to an actual therapist. Or if not, go to an actual therapist. At least take some time alone where you can deal with all this stuff without fucking up other people's lives.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate the brutal, not brutal, it's the warranted honesty.
So, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life, but I will a little bit. Leave this guy alone, because I don't know him.
Yeah.
Is it a guy?
Yes.
Okay, leave this guy alone. Let him go live his life. Let him, he's going to be, upset because you fucked with him for 2 years and you shouldn't have done that. But whatever you did, you can't change back time. But don't dig further into this. And go let him live his life, and then you have to go on your own journey of figuring out what the fuck it is you want and how you want to continue forward. But you can't keep fucking with other people while you're doing that. And that's kind of all I really have to say about that. But is there anything else that you want to say about any of this or to the people of the computer before we go?
Well, I just want to say thank you, and to everyone, live your truth and don't get caught into something that you're not capable of.
Okay, thank you, Kristen.
Thank you.
Oh my God. 2 years. 2 years, Kristen. I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot. Yeah, we have people call in all the time who, talk about doing, bad shit, right? Cheating on their significant others, fucking committing crimes of just all this shit. And it's like, I could sit here on the phone and I could yell and go, "You're an asshole, fuck you," but we don't get anywhere. We don't learn anything. We just, it's almost masturbatory to do that, because all it is just reflecting anger onto to me it doesn't get anywhere, and that's why I don't do it. And not to say that not to say that the only alternative is to go, well, no, you didn't do anything bad. No, you are actually. I'm really not concerned with and trying to label somebody as a good or a bad person. That's not productive to me, because you don't. What happens now? Okay, you're a good person, great. So what? What? You're a bad person, great. So what? What do we do with it? It's just, it's useless to me, and I don't. That's why I'm not obsessed with the judgment thing. Not even as like some sort of holy lovey thing. It's just like we don't when you judge a person on a thing, we can't get anywhere. So with something like that, you know, I mean, clearly that woman is clearly has all this, you know, she has no idea what the fuck she wants to do, which is fine. Nobody does. I mean, some people do, whatever. We're all at different points of our thing. But yeah, she's got to figure that out. She's got to figure that out, and she's got to not. I feel bad for this guy that she's been stringing along and fucking with. You know, she's got to stop fucking with this guy. And I hope she eventually works out whatever, and I hope that the guy that she was fucking with works out his whatever, but yeah, man. It's the whole thing.
Hello?
Hey.
Is this live?
It is. How's it going, man?
I'm doing quite well. Not so bad.
You have a very soft, secretive voice.
No. I don't have any big secrets, I would say. I'm an open book.
Okay, well, if you're an open book, tell us what is in the book.
Yeah. Well, recently on the pages, I've had this issue. I'm calling it a nostalgia attack. So basically, I get overwhelmed with this nostalgic feeling, and it's gotten to the point where I try to recreate this. Recently, it happened after taking some edibles. It affected me a lot, and I tried to recreate my childhood bedroom in like a frenzy. It was really weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says that you have.
And, I think
you have something that you refer to as nostalgia attacks, and that these nostalgia attacks are what caused you to attempt to recreate your childhood bedroom. Tell me more about this nostalgia attack. What is that?
Well, so it's kind of a mix of anxiety for me, I would say. I can't go back to the past, so I can try and recreate those memories, and maybe that'll bring me something. I don't know. I tried to get the lighting right. I tried to watch the same thing on the TV. I found that commercials really, really hit deep for me because they played more than like actual TV shows. So like hearing jingles and stuff like that. It was really fascinating.
Yeah. Is there like so these nostalgia attacks, as you call them? Tell me. Tell me if this is accurate. So you have some form of anxiety that you seek comfort from by putting yourself mentally in the past.
I think so. Yeah. I'm in college right now, so I've been focusing on the future a lot. So I think since every action has an equal opposite reaction, like it's just sending me back kind of mentally.
Interesting. So these things that you're doing to try and recreate the past for yourself, do you believe that any of them are causing you any sort of harm or distracting you from anything, or are negative things for you in your life at all?
I think, well, one question I've been worried about lately is if I focus too much on the past, am I wasting the present? And so it feels like I'm just wasting time by focusing on the past, and like repressing that feeling feels like it's not doing me any good. But also I have like memory, like it feels like I have terrible memory too. So like being able to remember anything is important to me.
Tell me about the future. What do you see when you look at the future? Are you excited about the future?
I don't know. I'm more curious than anything, just to see what would happen. I feel like that's my motivator. I don't know exactly what job field I'll be going into after college, so like it'll be interesting to see what opportunities pop up. Okay,
so you approach the future with curiosity, and does the whole, you clinging to the past, trying to recreate it by listening to the freecreditreport.com jingles, cause you to, does that have a damper on that curiosity? Does it not allow you to dive into that curiosity with full force because you're still holding back to something? Or is it a relatively harmless thing?
I think it's holding me back, I would say. Like, okay, I can't seem to like move on, like I can't go back to the past even though I really want to, because I feel like I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have, and now I'm just forced to keep on going, trucking along.
I have an idea for you, actually. I have an idea for you. Do you keep a journal? Okay. Do you keep a journal at all?
I used to. I did it when I was deep in Christianity, so I've kind of had bad relations with it, or like thoughts on it. It was a prayer journal.
Okay, I think it's fine. I've been hanging out with a lot of my friends from high school lately, and talking with them, and when we talk a lot about the past, and that feels really good, and we sort of when we get together, we're like historians of ourselves in a weird way, and there's something about recording that history that almost helps you move on from it. So my little idea is you should take a little bit of time, instead of recreating your childhood bedroom, sit and like write out the history of yourself on a Word document or a journal, however you like to do it. Really like jot down your history, even as a broad outline, because it'll make you feel like you exist and you did it, and maybe it'll help you move on from it. And then once you've recorded your history up until where you are now, it's almost like you've written a book. And what do you do when you are reading a book with pages you can't put down, right? You're like, well, okay, well, how's the story end? And it almost will feed into your curiosity a little bit, right? Because if you record your history up until now, and then you're at now, then you can start doing your daily journals if you have time to do any of that shit. But then you can approach each day with, okay, how does this feed into just the overall narrative of my life? And then maybe that gives you an opportunity to take this curiosity. I love that you were able to articulate that you feel a curiosity for the future. You can really dive into that curiosity, and see where it takes you. Yeah. Because I feel like you have this curiosity, but because you're busy, looking up the intro for Camp Laszlo on YouTube, you're not letting yourself fully dive into it. You're laughing because you actually did that. I know that. You got to dive into it.
You know what? Spot on with that.
And you know why I know you did? Because I did it too. I looked it up lately. All those shows had great intros. But anyway, yes. What do you think about all that?
I think I'm not much of a writer, so I feel like it'll be a good experience to try and learn how to write along with that too. Like, it won't feel like a waste of time. Like, learn how to write, get a skill, reflect on the past, hope for the future.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about writing is I do a journal, and when I write, my journal is not meant to ever be seen by anybody. And these writings, they're not meant to be seen by anybody. It's only when you try to write a thing that you are thinking about showing to other people is when it's hard, you know. So at least keep that in mind. But yeah, man, I hope you dive into your curiosity because that could take you to infinite ways and probably make you a little bit happier, you know, because the past is all rigid and defined, and the future is infinite, as they say.
The world is.
I don't know why I did the voice at the end.
Yeah.
Actually, I do know why I did that voice at the end. I did that voice at the end because I was starting to say something really corny, and the voice was my way of acknowledging that what I was saying was corny in the hopes that it would make it less corny. There's a reason for everything. I do the same thing.
I get it.
Is there anything you want to say to the people at the computer before we go, Jacob?
I don't know. Look up the Camp Lazlo theme song. It's a good one. It's a good one.
How does it go? Do you know how it goes?
I have no idea. I might look it up after this and head down memory lane. Start writing about it.
Thanks for calling, Jacob.
Cartoon Network. They have banger theme songs. Thank you.
Hold on. Hold on. Camp Lazlo theme song lyrics. Oh, there were two scouts who made a friend, and Lazlo was his name. Oh, Lazlo. Okay, I forgot. It's a parody of the Bingo song. I'm not going to sing the rest of it, but now we know what it was.
Therapy Gecko's on the line, taking your phone calls every night. Therapy Gecko's doing it right, he's teaching you how to live your life, but he's not